In this video, I asked my friends what's a Pokemon that you consider bad. My goal was to use these Pokemon that they chosen, put them on a Pokemon Showdown team, and get at least 2 wins. To preface this, none of my friends knew what I was doing. They were simply asked a question, which Pokemon do you consider bad? These Pokemon were then recorded and put on the Pokemon Showdown team. So to start, I asked everybody the question, through different means, some Snapchat, some Discord, but because my friends are college students, and unlike me, they have lives, it took them a while to respond, but before we knew it, the first response was in. The first person to respond was friend and fellow YouTuber Tribe Legend. His response was Weedle. So not off to a strong start, but you know what? We're sure to only go up from here. So half an hour later, my second boy responded. My good friend BeefSack9. His response was a little bit more valid and a little bit more workable, but still very random. It was Lumineon. Response number 3 later came in, and this one felt a little bit more personal, as in he's been wanting to say this for a long time. I don't know what's happened between you and Barbaracle in your childhood, but I'm going to stay out of it. So, in any case, our third Pokemon on our team is Barbaracle. Response number 4 is pretty basic. It was something that I kind of expected somebody would pick, and that doesn't shock that it comes from the person who named himself Monkey Monkey 46. But it's a Magikarp. Now, as far as getting wins in Pokemon Showdown, things weren't looking too good, but thankfully, my last friend that I called in, Striving Giant 91, came in a bit of clutch with the Pokemon that he considered bad-looking, Marshadow. And I know what you're thinking, that's only 5 Pokemon, what about the 6th? Well, I don't have 6 friends, so it was difficult, and my solution was getting a random number generator from the very first Pokemon to the very last, and whichever number it would choose was the Pokédex number of the Pokemon that I'd choose. So I rolled number 33, Nidorino. I didn't record that. You're just going to have to trust me, I'm not lying, because if I was, I promise you I would have picked a better Pokemon than Nidorino. Now that we have our group of 6 Misfit Pokemon, I just want to address that I'm not going to be going over what I put on them, their moves, or anything like that. If you want to download the team that I used in this video, I will put a import link to Pokemon Showdown down in the comments below. But if you really want a separate video on that, just let me know. I don't expect this video to do too well. And now back to the actual fighting part of the video. So getting into battle number 1, I've been at this for probably about 45 minutes to an hour now. So I've gotten the quote-unquote synergy of the team down pretty far. So I know Barbaracle will lead because he is at least the second strongest Pokemon, I'd say, behind Marshadow. The third probably being Nidorino. You can see here, I'm just trying to do what I can. I thankfully get his Minor down and his Machamp below. Magikarp is pretty much worthless, as we to be expected. And Lumineon doesn't quite kill because of the Machamp's Reflect. It does kill itself in the end, though, due to Life Orb, which will be a common recurring theme. I don't know why I keep in here. I'm not too experienced with Sun and Moon competitive, so that was just a big oversight on my part, was keeping Lumineon in. But here we go, the big kahuna himself, Marshadow, the only one that made this video possible. So thank you, Striving, again, for giving me a usable Pokemon and being a good friend. Anyway, you can see we switch into Nidorino. He can take a hit and thankfully get some poison and a little bit of damage off Marowak, to the point where Marshadow could kill. Marowak uses its attack. No big deal, it's just going to die to poison anyway. This way I can Shadow Sneak it. Heracross comes out. I thankfully have the Z move on Marshadow still, which isn't quite a one-hit KO, but gets him low enough to priority Shadow Sneak next turn. He Rock Blasts me, which is a bit concerning because it does do quite a bit. As you can see here, it does hit 5 whole times for max damage. Shadow Sneak dead. The last guy, Cloyster, just gets OHKO'd by close combat. So this is the first victory I took with the team. As you can see, it's pretty one-sided as to which Pokemon do the most work, but that took about an hour to get done. It was pretty much forfeit after forfeit, or loss after loss, and that was the first win. And now as we're getting into the second one here, you can see I start off with another strong Barbaracle lead. Liquidation, OHKO the Goliath score. Get down to 7-8%. But thankfully that's enough to get another liquidation off my champ, which at this point I send in Magikarp because he's really, really fast, and unfortunately lives 1 HP, but call the ambulance, not for me. Magikarp levels 2, and Oko's to my champ, which is like the only kill he got during this 2-hour session, basically. Aegis Slash gets in, gets attack. I don't think he knows what Marshadow does, and that's why he's using Swords Dance, but I do use that to my advantage later. Miss the Hydro Pump. Magikarp's already done more than he could ever ask him to, the poor little fella. So here I believe I send in the Marshadow to clean up the Aegis Slash. He does use King Shield, so I don't get all of it, because Spectral Thief, or King Shield cuts my attack down half, but Spectral Thiefing him gains his attack. So overall, it was still a net gain, and that allows me to Oko the Aegis Slash even in defense mode. Incineroar I know is a pretty big threat, so I decided to move him out of the way now. And that doesn't quite work. As you can see, take a big beating there. But thankfully, I can knock him out with Lariat. Or not Lariat. The signature move of Marshadow. And then Nidorino gets in. Even with Eviolite, he gets Oko'd by Mega Gardevoir. Lumineon thankfully can get one hit off, which I believe is what wins me the game, in my opinion. Because this way Marshadow can get the Spectral Thief and Oko the Gardevoir. It got the crit, but I didn't want to rely on the crit, even though it probably helped there. Tornadus gets sent in. Hidden Power Ice doesn't do a whole lot, so I'm worried right here, but thankfully uses Bulk Up for whatever reason. And at this point I'm really concerned, but he has a Life Orb, so the Acrobatics kills him. And the only reason I won that is because of the Weedle. And so I actually won because of the Weedle, which still blows my mind. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a little different. I had a lot of fun making it. It took some time to edit, but I think it was well worth. If you want to see something more like this, or if you want to see a part 2, let me know. But until next time, see ya.